am deeply honored to be your president this year. Your trust and confidence in me is humbling to me. And I want you to know that I am committed to serving you with dedication and integrity. Reflecting on my real estate career, coming up to this, trying to put this speech together, I am humbled with the friendships that I have forged over the past 20 years. Wow. I was talking to a friend the other day and she said, just think about 15 years ago where you were. And I was like, ma'am, that was 20. I have so many people that I want to thank today, but you know, we just had that award ceremony on TV, right? So I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of that. But there are a few that I just really feel like today needs to be honored. My first one, she's gonna kill me for this, Scarlett O'Clan. I'm here today because of this brilliant lady. In 2002, we met her, and she was the buyer's agent for us when Brian and I bought our house, and that tall one that made me was 2 years old. Either she's a great real estate agent or I'm a terrible real estate client, because 22 years later we are still in the same house and we're not planning on going anywhere. I don't know, you decide what it is. Scarlett, thank you. Thank you. The professionalism that you instilled in me in those early days. We bought a house. She asked me to come be her assistant to help her get organized. Y'all know how that works out, right? We're gonna get organized. And then we got licensed, and then we this, and then we went from 2 days to 5 days, and weekends, and here we are. Here we are. At one time, she gave me a purchase agreement. I'm really going to show my age. We were triplicate. It was 1 page, but it was triplicate, and we had this whole thing, sign here, press hard. That was the whole joke, you know? She gave me this purchase agreement and said, learn it. Don't come back until you can recite it. You've memorized it. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to know this contract. If you've been mentored or taught by me, you've heard that story. You've also heard my little extra version of it now with my weird sense of humor. Know what you're putting in those blanks, because we're not filling out Mad Libs here, y'all. Right? So, Scarlett, thank you. Thank you. Rachel used to call her Momo Scarlett. She's been an integral part, and I can't thank her enough for everything that she's done for me. Again, now I kind of feel bad. I didn't thank my family before I went right there. So I think my husband and my 2 daughters, you just saw them up there, Kelsey and Rachel. They grew up in real estate. Thanking them for everything that they've gone through growing up as a real estate kid. A lot of you know them here because they would come home from the mall and say, hey mom, we saw one of your real estate friends. Well, how do you know that? Because they called me girly whatever. Oh, you're a girl, because on the early days of the internet and when they were young, their names were girly however old they were. And people would stop them, you guys would stop them in the mall and say, oh, you're girly 12. Tell your mama that so-and-so from CJ Brown said hello. And they would come back and go, Mom, I met your real estate friends. So they have grown up. And you guys know how hard this is on being an agent and growing up. And then coming up through leadership, I have been gone a lot. And thank you to my husband for towing the line a lot of times. And I've had to call at the last minute and say, hey, I need you to do this. I need you, I'm working. So thank you guys for your support, because without your support, I couldn't have done what I've done thus far. Thank you. There are lots of you in this room that I want inspirations to me, and maybe you don't even know it, but you've been quiet inspirations, people that I've looked up to, people that I have also leaned on. So just to name a few off the top of my head, Alyssa, your leadership program, and you inviting me to be in the very first class of your leadership program. Look at there. Thank you. The dedication that you have is amazing. Chelsea Ming, if Chelsea Ming ever asks you to be on a committee and you don't call her back, and she calls you and says, if you don't call me back, I'm putting your name on it, dude, call Chelsea Ming back. Just call her back. And don't try to tell her no, because she's putting your name down. Chelsea, thank you. Thank you for your trust in me in that first professional development, asking me to be on that co-chair of that committee. Thank you. Connie, Kyle, we all love we don't have a lot, we do, but we don't. You are an inspiration to me as well. Thank you. I probably have never said that to you right now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I said we were doing an award ceremony, right? Here we are. Well, that kind of award ceremony. Please, one more person. Ken, thank you. I have learned so much from you coming up through the ranks of leadership. One day you said, I overheard you say something about someone being a reactionary leader. I'm like, oh, okay. We can all be reactionary, right? So later, if you want to catch the one in the beige sweater, ask her about her reactionary mother throwing shoes at her, chasing her out of that yard because she like rolled her eyes at me or something as a teenager. Reactionary. So I took heart to that, and I just started kind of thinking about that. And I've always, though, ever since I heard him say that, I have really, when I go to make a decision, not all decisions have to be made right now. And I'm a pleaser, I'm a people pleaser, and I want to take care of things right now. Sometimes those decisions need to be marinated. Sometimes you can't make those decisions because you need more information. Ken, thank you for being a wonderful leader for me to come up, and you've taught me so much. Thank you. So this year, one of the things that I want to do, and they kept asking me, what are you going to do? What is your mission? What is your motto? What do you want to achieve? And I'm like, don't mess it up. We have a well-oiled machine, y'all. We have a well-oiled machine. I said a little differently than that when I said that to somebody, but we do. Having been around, we have a well-oiled machine. And then it hit me. I want to ignite others. I want to ignite others to come up through leadership. I want to ignite others to help each other. There are so many different things that I want to do. I went to the Professional Development Committee and had an idea that I had gotten from somewhere else, that I wanted to get involved teaching financial literacy to high school students, because not everybody has that. I'm going to pick on that oldest one, Kelsey, again. She said to me one day, Mom, do people not teach their kids about money? And I said, no, they don't. And not everybody has that, I'm at a loss for words, but not everybody can do that. So I brought that to the Professional Development Committee, and they took it and ran with it. So they are now partnering this coming year. They're going to partner with a local financial advisor and get into these high schools and teach some financial literacy to these children who are not getting this at home, so that when they come to you for lenders, they know what credit is. They know what credit cards are. They know what all of this means, that they're just not signing up for something and getting themselves into debt. They're even taking it one step further. They want to possibly get in front of the parents Because if the parents don't understand, they can't help the children. So if we can get in front of the children, and then or these high school, I gotta stop saying children, these high school students, and then get in front of the parents, that's gonna be amazing for everybody, for the economy, for everybody. So that's my big thing, and then I wanted to take it that next step further. You know, when we write contracts, we're writing them for a win-win situation. Sometimes it can get a little tense between us, but we always, at the end of the day, those clients go away, and we're still here as friends. It's the weirdest industry. We're still friends, you know, like we compete, and then we're friends at the end of the day. Let's ignite others. Let's lift each other up. That's what friends do. They lift each other up. When they see somebody that needs help, let's help them. Let's help them with their professionalism. Let's help them learn these contracts, different things like that. So you're going to hear me talk a lot about igniting others this year, and that's just kind of a little bit of what we're wanting to do. Real quick, I'm almost done. I want to go ahead and let's address the elephant in the room, you guys. Come on, NAR. They got some stuff, man. Dude, I was writing my speech, and I just did a little publication. I sent it off, and then the latest thing Wednesday hits, and I'm like scrambling on the phone, trying to pull back, retract some statements. Here we go, whatever. They're giving us some great stuff to work with here. I want you to know, between the lawsuits, the stuff that's going on at NAR, your board of directors knows. We know what's going on. We are having discussions about that. We are working closely with Louisiana Realtors and talking with them about what the next steps and what we need to do. I know that there's been some discussion and you're not hearing a lot, and I want to try to change that, where sometimes what you're going to hear is, we don't have an answer yet. Just on, was it yesterday, things have changed with, now we're going from appeal to we are trying to, or we, because it is our membership, NAR, they're trying to get it overturned because on I'm losing my words. They're trying to get it overturned, not by appeal, but because of some flaws in the legal system. So we are watching that, we are talking about that, we are keeping that in front of us. I want you to know that each member of the board of directors that you guys elected, I wouldn't want to work with anybody. They're exceptional. You guys chose well when you elected this board of directors. I feel like you can have peacetime leaders or peacetime managers. This 2024 board of directors that you have, they are wartime leaders. And I am honored to serve with them. And I want you to know that they have your best interests in front of them with every decision that they make. So to the 2024 board of directors, thank you. Thank you. I think there's some over here too. One last thing. I want you to know, for myself and the board of directors, we want to hear from you. If you have something that you're concerned about, reach out and let us know. If it's something that needs to put on the board of director agenda, we will do that. Let us know. Hey, and if you could give the board of directors a little kudos every once in a while, that'd be awesome too. but know that our doors are open and we want to talk to you and we want to serve you. So now, let's get to what we're all here for. Not listening to Christina, let's ignite some others and have some awards.